Why marriages dies. This is going to be today's video, and this is more or less a continuation of my previous video titled How Do We Move From I Do to I Hate You. I will put the link at the end of this video. It's a continuation of that. On that video, my previous one, I pretty much focus on the mistake that women do that we don't know is a mistake. Our intention is to make sure we hold the marriage together, make sure nothing goes wrong. That's our intention. But in actual fact, that behavior actually disintegrate that marriage gradually. So I explain in detail under my previous video. Go back and just have a peek of it. Just to let you clear, I was married for 16 years, and everything I discuss on this my channel is about what I actually learned from practical standpoint. It's not what I was told, it's what I was learned from my 16 years of marriage. So go and have a look. On this video, I want you to just stand by, watch it to the end because you're going to benefit something. On this video, I'm going to be focusing on what women do wrong without knowing. It might not be intentional. They're not doing it to hurt their husband. They're just doing it because they think it's normal. But in actual fact, me being a husband for 16 years, I understand that the negative effect that behavior can have in us, and that can slowly and gradually lead to the end of that marriage. So I'm going to tell you my own practical standpoint of what I learned on my years of marriage. So stand by. Please subscribe to this channel. Give me a like button at the end of the video. Share if you can. Make a comment. I want to know what you think about this video today. Now let's go. Why marriage dies. Based on my opinion, from women's perspective, what women do in the marriage without knowing is not what we really appreciate that much. One, consistent criticism. Consistent, polite criticism. They be polite. It's not like it's not like they are abusive. They don't actually meant it to make you feel bad, women, but it makes us feel bad. Very polite criticism. For example, why do you always sit at one place in the living room? Why is that place where you sit all the time? Well, it's nothing. But if it continue, it become a problem. Or you snore too much, you deny. You don't let me sleep. Why do you always snore? Politely, but it's not, it doesn't, for them, it's nothing. So those three little bit of something that, you might say, oh, you don't walk fast whenever we have a long walk. If it continue in the consistent manner, it become negative, have negative effect on men. So it would be nice for women to understand that consistent polite criticism in the long run have effect in us. And when we become disturbed in our psychologically, then that can begin to have a negative result, in the marriage. That's one. Then the second one is holding intimacy hostage. If you have issue with your husband, try and resolve it before bedtime. That was my approach there. No matter how difficult the issue might be, I try to make sure we resolve it before we go to bed. Don't use because you feel some kind of way as you don't use sex as a weapon to punish your husband. It doesn't work well. It doesn't work for us. Sex should be something that's available from both of us. That is part of the relationship. That we men, this honestly, we connect easily through sex. So holding sex hostage, holding intimacy hostage because you feel some kind of way, it doesn't work well. So that should be a strategy to try and resolve issue in marriage. So that's one of the reasons why marriage dies. We might not know it, but slowly, it creates that vacuum in the marriage, and the problem kind of grow from there. Then the third one is comparison. You see, this is like a joke. It might just be a joke. If you keep on telling your husband, look, your neighbor have a bigger car than us, your neighbor have a bigger house than us, your neighbor have a better job than us, your friend uh, went on holiday couple of years, I mean couple of times in a year compared to us. If you start making that comparison, it might just be a joke. You might not be that serious about it. It might just be like this kitchen talk or table talk, whatever you might call it, or just sitting in the living room and just having a chat. You keep on saying it. If you keep saying like again and again and again, it make us feel small. And when we make us when we feel small, then we become defensive. And when we become defensive, that is a problem in the marriage. That is not a good way to go in a marriage. So don't compare your husband with someone else. If you have an issue you want to discuss it and make sure that you resolve the issue within yourself. Don't comparison. It doesn't work well at all. It doesn't. If for you, you might think when you do that, then we go and work harder, try to impress you, try to make you feel better, try to make you feel yeah we are on top, we are the best. We don't. It has a negative effect. Amen. So that is not good psychologically, in terms of how women feel. Then the fourth one is lack of appreciation. Yeah, this one is a little bit like something that is very hard to actually uh, see as a problem. You know, you don't show appreciation. It doesn't matter how small that thing might be. Just show appreciation. Just make him feel, even if it's not really that big anyway, but you just make him feel, yeah, you're doing well. When you keep uh, telling your husband whatever he does is doing well, it just boosts that morale. It boosts our energy. It make us feel important. It make us feel useful. You know, more you appreciate what we do, more we want to do more and more and more. We feel relevant. So it's a simple thing, but once you keep on doing it consistently, you see it make us feel very, very, very relevant, and we like it that way. So learn how to appreciate whatever your husband does, whatever he's doing. Just try it and say yes. I appreciate you. It's very important. We love that. So it's quite a short video. So that is what I believe that we women should stop doing if they want to keep their marriage together. So let me tell you now what you should be doing. What you should be doing just the opposite of what I already said. Try to appreciate your husband more. Appreciate what, no matter how small that thing might be, just let him feel appreciated. Let him just feel big, even though it's small. So we love to see we've been appreciated for whatever we are doing. That's one. And two, don't criticize. You can have poking fun on each other in marriage is part of the thing, part of the game. It's different from consistent criticism. Don't just criticize him whatever he does. Even if he did something wrong, try to explain to him that look, this is what we should be doing, but don't criticize. We just don't like that at all. And the third one is holding intimacy. Just try all you can to make sure you don't let him feel that whenever you have an issue, he's not going to have access to you. Don't let him feel that way, that he's not going to have access to you whenever you have some problem here and there. Don't let your husband feel that way. Let him feel whatever the problem might be, you're going to resolve it, you're going to move on. So that's fine. It shouldn't be so. Maybe he might deny me of sex tonight because we have problem. When we start feeling that way, it don't make us feel good. We don't feel comfortable around that. That is not something that should be happening. So make sex available regardless of the problem that you have. It helps. The other thing you should be doing is instead of comparing your husband to someone else, try to boost his ego by saying he's the best. Yeah. Make him feel he's the best. Because that's your husband right there. Boosting is good. Let it feel a man. So don't compare your husband to anyone else. Instead, let your husband feel you recognize his effort, that he's doing well, he's doing great, and he has for the family is recognized. Let it feel he's relevant. You will see how that effect have in us. It makes us feel very, very important and appreciated. So see if just try that on. You see if things will not change in your marriage. Yeah, this is just going to be a short video anyway. I just want to put this out there. It's going to be a short one. That just try and see how this thing can actually change the direction of your marriage. The thing that you shouldn't do, as I said, and the thing you should be doing, just try and put it in practice. It will help your marriage, and I'm very, very confident about that. So that's me done today. Thank you for stopping by to watch this video. I will be putting up similar video going forward. Please subscribe to this channel, and please hit the like button for me if you benefit anything on this video. Please share and comment, and going forward, I'm going to be putting more video at least once a week. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.